Meantime, we're going to go to our number one Cochran call of the night. Go one better at number one Cochran, and that first caller is going to be Big Al in Robinson. And Big Al, make your point, and don't get mad if we hang up because we only have so much time.
Yeah, you hang up on me all the time. Let me finish my statement, please. Here's what I want to say. I give Pompeani and Moto the credit. They're the best two analyst guys on the radio.
They do a great job on that show. They do.
Now you're great. Here's what the Roonies did wrong. They handed Tomlin a lifetime job. He's not entitled to a lifetime job. You keep saying about never had a losing season.
I don't.
He had 15 All-Pros. He had 5 Hall of Famers. In the last 10 years, Bob, he had 3 and 11. Okay? He's horrible last. And I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to call you every year. He'll never win a division. He'll never smell a Super Bowl again. I'm going to remind you every year. He had a lifetime job. He don't deserve it.
All right, Al, thank you very much for the call, and I didn't hang up on you until now. But a lot of people, first of all, when you look at the postseason with a Hall of Fame quarterback over all these years, you would have expected more results in the postseason. And not just getting there, but when they do, they get blown out, Andrew. And it's a combination of bad offense, but also some bad defense. So, and it's early in the games, which suggests that they're not ready to play those games.
What I don't get is, I've heard, and we had Michael Smith on, who is Amazon's NFL insider now. He was on the Prime broadcast the other night. He's getting paid a lot of money by Amazon to be the guy that covers the league for them. And he said today, because of Tomlin's job security, it means he can be more patient and make Kenny Pickett wait. He doesn't feel the pressure from the organization to get Pickett out there and hope that he's good because his job's on the line. But he knows he's secure. Bob, I would think it would be the opposite. Not just in getting Pickett out there, but also in terms of Trubisky. Why wouldn't you have Trubisky play more aggressively? If it doesn't work and he's not good, okay, you're not going to get fired for it. And then you've got Kenny Pickett. Mm-hmm. The conservative play calling with Mitch Trubisky is mind-boggling. But Tomlin's trying to win every game with defense. You heard him at his press conference today. He went 15 minutes on his own before he mentioned the offense. It was about how their defense couldn't stop the run, and then he previewed the Jets, and he needed a reporter to ask him about his offense. It's like a back burner issue for him, Bob.
Yeah, and you're not going to win. I don't care how good your defense is your offense is always 3 and out, especially in critical parts of the second half. And again, the stat I threw out about snaps, they have more snaps than anyone in the history of the Steelers in the first 3 games of a season. That defense is going to get worn out. The offense is to blame in many respects. So they have to do something, and you're right. Mitch Trubisky should be more aggressive. They, as an offense, should be more aggressive. There's no reason to sit
Bob,
there.
That is such a brilliant point by you, because think about this, what you're saying about the snaps. They say we need the football, so don't turn it over. Well, what difference does that make if you're dead last in time of possession?
Right.
That means you don't have the ball anyways.
And you're going to get worn down. I don't care who you are. They played a lot of football in the first 3 weeks, and it shows. I think especially that's no excuse, though, for not having a better game plan. I thought against that run defense, I thought they were way out of their gaps. I was looking at some of the things. They were trying to make sacks, almost a compromise because T.J. Watt wasn't there, and they forgot that you got to stop the run game on that team. Their identity is to run it, and if you don't do that, they talk about it all they did, but they didn't do it. They were out of their disciplined lanes.
I agree, but I think on Sunday they've got to blitz.
Absolutely.
I think their strategy has to be against this quarterback who hasn't played in a long time and is coming off a knee injury. If you've got to send 5 or 6 guys, I think you do it to completely rattle him and throw him off his game, Bob.
Yeah, and I thought they should have blitzed last week more, too, because I think Jacoby Brissett, for as good as he was far too comfortable. In his career, when he's been rattled, he's been not very good, and I think they missed an opportunity there. Let's go real quickly before we go to break to Rick in Squirrel Hill. Rick, go right ahead.
Hello, Rick.
Hi, Bob and Andrew. I just want to say, as long as the Steelers have Mike Tomlin as head coach, they're not going to win anything. You know, people blame Matt Canada for the offense. I blame Mike Tomlin. You know, all he does is promote within. He had a chance to hire Doug Peterson when he got fired from Philadelphia. Didn't even bother to interview him. He makes no adjustments. He also loses the bad teams. I can go on and on. They're just not going to win with him.
Well, I think the bottom line there is their coaching staff has been I mean, if you look at the tree, people like to talk about coaches' trees. There's not much of a tree there. They don't have guys who come here and turn out to be tremendous head coaches elsewhere, and maybe that's because a lot of the guys they hire here, and specifically Matt Canada, and Andrew, I'll get your take on this when we come back because we're up against a break, but Matt Canada didn't have the kind of resume, I thought, that deserved an immediate promotion. We'll talk about that when we come back right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Don't go away.